my gosh. Oh my goodness. You're telling me, it didn't just happen once. It happened twice. Twice! As you can see on your screen, folks, we have a clown in office here. Well, not in office, because he doesn't run the Clippers management stuff. We got a clown on the freaking sidelines coaching this team, and that is Doc Rivers. Listen, now your Clippers have got to a 3-3 tie and going into a game 7 where the Clippers have now lost all the momentum they could have ever wished they had. Now, the Clippers are definitely in a must-win game and going into Tuesday. But guess what? It's not going to happen. We're not going to win. I don't even feel confident going into game 7. You want to know why? What's on your screen right now? What's going on here is a travesty. A travesty. We keep being stuck and we keep putting ourselves in the foot, shooting us in the foot is what I meant to say. You want to know why? If you don't watch my game 5 recap, I said the X factor is Doc Rivers. This man is too stubborn. He will not listen, and he will not lead us to victory on Tuesday. Because instead of playing matchups, instead of looking at the stats, which Trez is one of the players in the plus or minus with a negative. A minus. He had a minus 19 today. But Doc wants to keep playing a negative player? Yet he says in his press conference, he looks at the analytics. The analytics? You're not looking at jack shit. You're looking at a guy who is showing the insanity of what a coach should not do. And that is not putting players in the position to win games. Kawhi Leonard had 30 plus. Paul George has had 2 straight games. He had an excellent performance. And guess what? Because of what Doc Rivers does, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George can't overcome it. There was a press conference question to Kawhi Leonard asking if the Clippers choked today. I don't know what his response was, but you damn well sure he knows, yes, we did choke it away. Now, Paul George said one of the most idiotic statements today, and the fact that, we still got confidence and we'll be fine. Really now? I don't think we'll be fine because we're going to lose game 7 on Tuesday to the Denver Nuggets. This has been Denver's game plan. Let the Clippers beat us up for a half, and in that third quarter, that's when we get him. We were up at a point in the third quarter, 73-58. If you didn't hear that, let me say it again. 73-58. That's a damn near double-digit lead. Plus, That was a 19-point lead at that point in the game. A 19-point lead. And we blew that. We blew another huge double-digit lead to this same exact Denver Nuggets team. The difference between game 5 and game 6 here is in the third quarter, apparently the Clippers just went cold. You know, couldn't buy a basket, didn't want to go get fouled. They sure as hell wanted to foul the Denver Nuggets a whole lot, which partially got Denver back in the game because you're awarding them free baskets. But no. It's enough. It's enough that, guess what? We have to stick with using Montrezl Harrell. But should we play Ivica Zubac? Yes, we should play Zubac. We traded for him. We extended him for him. But no. Do we use him? Does Doc use him in a time of where he needs to use him? No! He doesn't use him at all. He does not use him at all. And by the time Zubac came back in the game, it was too late. There was a part of the game where Zubac could have been in the game earlier, when I believe we were still up by 1. Or I think I forgot. We were up by maybe 5 or 3. What happened? Denver starts really, making more shots and getting closer to the lead. And then what does Doc Rivers do? He then calls for Zubac to come and check in. What the hell? Doesn't call no timeouts in the third quarter and tells his guys to pick up the pace. He just wants them to play directly through it. Yeah, he wants to go in the press conference saying we're executing up until some point, so there's clearly something going wrong. I'll tell you, Doc Rivers, I'll spell it out for you what's going wrong. Your rotations, your coaching is not getting the job done. Montrez is not getting the job done. And stop putting Montrezl Harrell in the game. I cannot believe I'm saying this, and I'm going to say it again. Montrezl Harrell is a liability. He does not need to be playing if he's getting abused by the opponent. The Nuggets have clearly found a weak spot. You have Mike Malone purposely not letting Miles Plumlee or Mason Plumlee or whatever his name is play many minutes. Mason Plumlee is not playing all that many minutes. He probably plays 5 to 10 minutes a game, and then he gets directly taken right back out for Jokic. What should Doc do in this position? What a smart ass would do is if you don't want Zubac to get into foul trouble and you don't want to bring in Zoo, take out Trez and put in Joakim Noah. But no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to put in Joakim Noah. We don't want to put in Ivica Zubac. But because you feel so bad for Trez with what has been happening in his life, and I'm not trying to say I don't feel bad for him one bit. That is tough. To lose a family member and come back to play? Yes, that is tough. But I'm sorry. Trez has no business playing on the court. He is unplayable. How many times do we have to go through this? It happened throughout the regular season. A few times, there was the reason why we lost some games because we didn't get Zoo in the game. But still, we want to go with Montrezl Harrell. Zubac, even though he barely did much of anything, he was still a plus on the court today. Still a plus. Nikola Jokic in the press conference yesterday for him, he said it's a struggle sometimes to get the shot over Zubac compared to Montrez. But what does Doc do? Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm gonna keep sticking with Montrezl Harrell. He's the 6th man of the year, and I just love that guy by his balls. Bullshit! Saying you have so much trust in Zubac. You have so much trust in Zubac, then match his minutes with damn Jokic. This was supposed to be the game like the game with the Lakers and the Rockets yesterday, where the Lakers got to a big lead and absolutely shuts the door on the Houston Rockets by not letting them get back in the game. We were going to that position. But then that doesn't happen. And then Doc Rivers does not coach guys. He does not put guys in a position to win. Montrezl Harrell has not been anemic in the bubble, which personally, if you ask me, Montrezl Harrell should have stayed his butt at home. He clearly was not ready to come back, and he's not suited. He said he was going to play dangerous. He's played like a damn puppy. No, he isn't playing like a dog that does. He's playing like a damn puppy, whimpering. I'll tell you else who's playing like dog shit. What is wrong with Lou Williams? Lou Williams has been terrible. Terrible. You want to know what else is terrible? Landry fucking Shamet. Where the fuck was he? He can't even hit a 3-point to save his life. Damn, at this point, I'd rather have him have JJ Redick for Landry Shamet. But, you know, JJ Redick says Landry Shamet is a better 3-point shooter than he is. Yeah, right. I'm getting no production out of Landry Shamet's ass. He can't make a shot to save his life. So that's 3 players coming from the bench that are not playing good. 3 players from the bench that are not playing good. JaMychal Green's the only guy coming off the bench who is actually playing phenomenally. And if you ask me, he deserves twice as many minutes as Montrezl Harrell. And stuff like that. Listen, guys, there's a point in the game where we saw a little bit of Reggie Jackson. But then what does Doc Rivers do? He takes Reggie Jackson out for Lou Williams again. And I know this. Some people might be like, Reggie Jackson, he can't play defense. I'll tell you one thing, he'll be able to hit a shot, damn it. Because Jesus, you put him in the corner 3 position, he'll hit that shot. Honestly, it's come to the point where I say this. Activate Joakim Noah, activate Rodney McGruder, and play Reggie Jackson for the trio of Shamet, Harrell, and frickin' Lou Williams. Yeah, I said it. They all should be benched. That's what I said. I say Lou Williams, Landry Shamet, and Montrezl Harrell need to be benched. They have not been playing up to par with what we thought they would be giving us. And they've been playing arguably the worst out of any of the Clippers on the roster. We had the best bench before the break ended. Now, we have the worst bench. Game 7, I'm not feeling confident. I don't know about you Clipper fans, but I'm definitely not feeling confident. I'm definitely not feeling confident. Game 3 is definitely going to be a problem. Game 3 is going to be a problem. I mean, not game 3. Game 7. My bad. See, I'm even all messed up. We were supposed to get the game where we move on to the Western Conference Finals, and now we're not even going to do that. Yeah, I said it. We're going to lose game 7. The Los Angeles Clippers are going to lose game 7. All I got to say is this to the Clippers. If you have Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, the rest of the Denver Nuggets, and the entire sports world laughing at you, laughing, you should all be embarrassed. Embarrassed! You need to take that embarrassment and that frustration and put that towards kicking the Denver Nuggets' ass in Game 7. No, Game 7 from the Clippers, what I need to see is a damn blowout. But we know we're not going to get it. We'll probably get up to a big lead against Denver, and then we'll blow it all in the third quarter. Yeah, wasting my fucking time. I'd rather have been watching the full entire Chicago Bears game, which thank God they won, because if they didn't win, I had the worst Sunday ever. And we somehow win Game 7. I'm not feeling too confident we can beat the Lakers. I'm not feeling too confident we can beat the fucking Lakers. The way we're playing, we would honestly get swept by LeBron and company. Like, seriously, man. Seriously. I'm done, man. I'm done. And as I end this video off right now, right here, I'm saying this. If the Clippers manage to lose Game 7, which they more in factly will lose Game 7, guess what? What Lawrence Frank and Steve Ballmer need to do, because they're in the bubble. We've seen Clipper games with them in the bubble. We've seen Clipper games with them in the bubble. They will go into the locker room, and how I do it is this. I tell Doc Rivers, come to the side and stay outside the locker room for a bit. I go into the locker room, address all the players, tell them for a job well done this season for what they gave us. But we're sorry that your head coach let you all down and didn't put you in the right position to succeed and win the game. And what I mean by that is that I'm telling the truth. Doc Rivers is not putting the Clippers in a position to win the game. If you would put guys in the position to win the game, you'd be playing Zubats 10 times more than the freaking than what you'd be doing right now. Also, but continuing my theme, what they need to do is say that, and they also need to say to the players, listen, I know even Kawhi and PG, I know you recommended that you came here because of Doc Rivers, but I'm sorry. This may not be the popular decision, but we need to remove Doc Rivers from his position. He needs to be relieved of his duties. He's been here far too long. He's had teams with this organization that could have contended for titles, but now guess what? He failed with this team. He failed with this team. And to me, he doesn't deserve another year if this happens. Because that's 2 years in a row. No, that's 2 years. 2 playoff series where he's blown a 3-1 deficit. And then when after they tell this to the players, that's when they go to Doc Rivers and tell him, hey man, pack your bags and get your stuff out of your office. because you are gone. You're done. In all your time, in your tenure here as the Clippers head coach, yes, you made it to the playoffs. But we're not here for the playoffs. We didn't bring Kawhi and Paul George here to get to the playoffs every year. We came here to be brought a title. The Clippers' first title in franchise history. And you can't bring it for us. We're going to get another coach who wants to go out there, do their job, adjust accordingly to the matchups presented. If you have Clipper fans saying on their Twitter pages, their TLs, that we can see the problem and we can fix this, then why can't Doc Rivers see it? Oh, wait, he's stubborn as bricks. I'm sorry we're going through all this stuff. Yes, was the third quarter based on the players not trying to get better shots and not fouling and not turning the ball over? Yes. But Doc Rivers, again, like Game 5, he fails to get players that need to be in. When Denver was making their run, I legit would have told Kawhi Leonard and the rest of the starters, suck it up. You got to play 40-plus minutes. Because the way they're playing, we need to freaking do this. And it makes no sense. Mike Malone's able to pull out Jamal Murray for about 2 to 3 minutes and put him right back in the game. Why can't you do that with Kawhi and Paul George? Why can't you do that with your stars in general? I have no clue. I have no clue. Doc Rivers, if you ask me, I just don't know. I just have no words. To me, this time it looked even worse the way they came back because it happened legit again. This game, Game 6, was a replica of Game 5. Same big lead, same blown lead. Same way where the Nuggets finally get back in the late minutes of the freaking game. They take the lead, and then they are just smooth sailing. And again, credit to the Denver Nuggets. They just don't stop. They're going to keep fighting. And that's the problem when you play a team who was already down 3-1, who is down 3-1 again and is feeling comfortable, feeling like we can do this. We can win. Now, you have Denver laughing at you. I'd like to see how the Clippers respond in Game 7. In Game 7, like Paul George says, if there's no problem, guess what? I better see a blowout. And when I mean a blowout, I better mean a blowout like you guys did on the Dallas Mavericks. I want a 40-point blowout. But we're not going to get it. We're going to get another choke performance from the Clippers again, if they got to a big lead. I'm going to get out of here, guys. I'm going to make my Bears recap. And, yeah. So anyways, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. So till then, guys, hopefully you guys are going to make the most out of your Sunday, because I know I'm not. If you guys like this video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on the game and just what is going on, just, you know, your predictions for, Game 7. I'm not feeling too confident. Clipper fans shouldn't feel too confident either. And also, hit that subscribe button if you want more Clippers playoff recaps. So till then, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Hopefully you guys are having a great rest of your day. Whatever you can make the most of it. So till then, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Catch you guys on the next video. Peace.